3, 2.
Live from Wish TV, this is News 8, your 24-hour news station.
Wake up, Indiana. It's Thursday, September 5th. It's more of the same in the world of weather. There's nothing new outside your door this morning. Its first game in international competition in 10 years. Argentina won 87-80. The market fought hard for its advance, which accelerated in the last hour of trading Wednesday. We'll show you the closing numbers next, right here on Daybreak.
Hey, Dave, good morning.
Hey, Dick.
Hey, I got some bad news for you.
What's the matter?
This is a professional skateboarder, Eric Lee.
Yeah.
He ran his skateboard 68 miles per hour, beating your record by 5 miles per hour.
Oh, no.
I am so sorry to tell you this.
Oh, I feel
man.
bad.
All right.
It's 5:53. It's a beautiful daybreak across the city right now on a Thursday morning. Should be another nice day outside, and in fact, Dick is outside this morning. Morning, Dick.
What a day for skateboarding, huh?
Oh, perfect.
A little dark right now, but in just about 25 minutes, you're going to see Eric Lee, graduate of Lawrence Central and IU, by the way, professional skateboarder, amateur champion. How am I doing? Is that
yep,
right? And
right.
what I think is neat about this story, that this very hill that you can probably just barely see, you were a kid doing this, right?
Absolutely. This is where I grew up, my practice, my training ground.
Now, in those years, because you're 30 plus, 30-ish, skateboarding was still pretty hot, right? I mean, what did it start, about 65 or so?
65 is when it started, 73 with the invention of the urethane wheels when it took off, and then in the, the mid-80s, that's when we really started to see the money and the, the recognition coming to the skateboarders.
One of your missions, Eric, is that you just got back from Louisville, which, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the best skateboarding parks in the world.
In the world. It's one of the finest facilities. The city of Louisville and the mayor, Dave Armstrong, I believe is his name, really spearheaded that project. I believe they've got $2.5 million into it right now, with another $2.5 million coming up in the next year. It is a world-class facility.
More kids do this than
Little League Baseball.
Isn't that something?
Times come, yeah.
That's right, and it's a good sport if you wear your helmet.
Always wear your helmet. In fact, I'm a big advocate of full pads. It's something that's not so popular among the young kids, but I strongly believe in it.
We're going to roll some video here. You want to see people going fast. I said in the tease that Eric has gone 65 plus, but talk to me what we're seeing here.
This is the 1998 X Games. This was the final. I actually did go down in this crash at 50 miles an hour. I rolled about 50 feet total, ironically enough. I still got up, and because of this hill and the difficulty of it, a couple other guys went down. I was lucky enough to get the bronze medal that year.
Now, is this sort of like auto racing? Did somebody get in somebody's way? Or
Yeah, unfortunately, Biker Sherlock, the one of the leaders of our sports, put me a little close into the hay bales, and unlike any other type of racing, we have no brakes. So when you start to go, you have no acceleration, and you're just under, you're at the mercy of the hill, basically.
I gotta tell you, if I had a choice between going 200 in a car and hitting something, or going 60 with nothing around me, I mean, that's 60 miles an hour. You'd get a ticket on some roads at
Absolutely,
60 miles an hour.
absolutely you would.
How steep was that incline, do you know?
I believe it was about a 7% grade. Ironically enough, you couldn't tell from there, but that rolled right into Qualcomm Stadium down in San Diego. Right. That was where the Chargers play.
Okay, as we wrap this up, and let me just remind everybody that Eric, of course, when light comes, and it should be in about 15 minutes, we're going to take a ride down the hill that was Eric's training ground, if you will. And the park here in Indianapolis could be better, yes?
Yeah, it wasn't really a lot of money put behind it. Some of the money was donated, and then some of the city matching funds, but there really is a lot of money out there right now with federal grants and different things for improvement for children and for activities.
At Major Taylor, we should say.
It's at Major Taylor, right. Okay. And if I'd really like to get Indianapolis behind it. We have such a rich history in professional skateboarding. Two of the best skateboarders in the world have come from Indiana, and it'd be nice to start promoting that a little bit better and trying to get another one coming out.
Okay, we're going to talk more about that. And Dave, again, I'm sorry about him beating your record, but we're going to see him go down this hill.
Yes.
And that was pretty wild, that video, wasn't it?
It was something.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, okay.
Yeah, that looked faster than, say, riding on a dolphin.
And he's in a wetsuit.
Yeah. Just protect your microphone, will you,
yeah,
Dick?
I will, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Just ahead for you now on this Thursday, September 5th. The next time you go to Riley Hospital for Children, you'll notice something new in the atrium. We'll show you what's found.
Hi, Patty. Hey, it's the same old forecast here. More sunshine around, another warm day, as we'll see highs here climbing up to the middle 80s.
Dick Wolfsie with professional skateboarder Eric Lee. That's the hill he rode down when he was a kid, and we're going to do that in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Wake up, Indiana. It's Thursday, September 5th. Another cool start to your day with more 80s on the way. To think in your head that you've got it.
Luckily, I've forgotten about it already. That's another problem.
Yeah,
so we'll worry about that later. Coming up now, the USA gets beaten by Argentina in the second-round play in a down note.
Yeah, that's not so good.
I'm sorry.
You'll see what happened a little later in sports.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Dick.
Good morning.
Did you say sports?
Yes.
How about extreme sports?
Oh,
How about
yeah.
a guy going about 50 miles an hour down the hill on a skateboard? How's that sound?
I hope he's got a helmet.
Isn't that a beautiful shot? Look at that.
Beautiful.
All right, we'll
Dangerous.
It's 6:20 on a Thursday morning, and it's 60 cool, comfortable degrees outside, headed for a high of 86 degrees. Dick Wolfsie talking extreme sports this morning. In fact, doing more than talking about it.
That's right. We are going to show video actually in the next segment of Eric Lee, who's one of the best skateboarders in the entire country, born right here in Indianapolis. In fact, on this very hill, he skated down and started when he was about 5 years old, has some strong feelings about why skateboarding is great for kids, but enough talk. We're going to see Eric come on right there. I got to get his attention here. And here he comes. Now, he's probably going, Dave and Patty, about 40 miles an hour, but isn't it incredible to think that he can go as fast as 68 or 70 miles per hour? Here he comes. I'm going to get out of his way. And in the next segment, if you can stick around, you'll see the video of him going about 65 and getting getting into a big crash. How does he stop? Wouldn't you like to know that?
Yeah.
We're going to find out when he comes back. Once again, Eric Lee. Eric, come on back, buddy. Eric just got back from Louisville, which, if you heard the first segment, has probably the best skateboarding park in the entire country, and he feels strongly that we should have something like that here in Indianapolis. Man, oh man, how fast were you going?
Probably about 40 miles an hour,
About
I think,
40.
yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, with a hill that steep, if you kept going, you'd get faster and faster. Yeah.
Yeah, this with that pitch, you're probably about 60 miles an hour by a mile or so.
How in heaven's name did you stop that, Eric?
Well, it's a little technique.
This is a bigger board, right?
Yeah, it's a much bigger board. It's a racing board specifically designed. This is actually my pro model, the Eric Lee Torpedo. It's what we do to stop in a situation like that is grab, throw a foot down, and put all your weight down, kind of like you're stopping a street luge.
And I want to say, I've seen people on TV occasionally not wearing helmets. You wouldn't even consider that at that speed, would you?
Absolutely not. I'm a strong advocate of the full safety gear.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, we've got to wrap this segment up. We'll have more time in the next segment to show the video and talk more about Louisville. But again, why is the Louisville Park just quickly so special, and why would you like to see one like that here?
Well, it's basically just the size. They went to the trouble to build a 24-foot full pipe. They have about a 120-foot half pipe. They made it all out of concrete, and it just, it's on the river. It's 24 hours. It's free. It's a great place for the kids to go.
It is a great sport for kids.
Absolutely. It's athletic. It teaches balance, and also it's different for the person that doesn't want to be involved in a team sport. With skateboarding, there's no winner, there's no loser, there's no way to keep track of score. It's just a good thing to have fun with.
Once again, when we come back, Dave, we'll show that video again that we showed in the first segment. If you didn't see, you've got to see it, because this is extreme sports, and we'll do that in about 25 minutes, okay?
Yeah, very nice. It's nice to know he has roots right here in
Absolutely.
Indianapolis. Yeah, that's cool.
I think I'll pass on that, though. Dick, you're not going to try it, are you?
No, I'll play with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
But I am going
You're
on a
not gonna do
skateboard.
That's it.
I understand. I'm with you.
Okay.
Thanks, Dick. In sports now, the streak has ended, and it did so right here in Indy.
And if you're wondering how the traffic flow is this morning as you get ready to head out, well, stay with us. We'll have a live look at it from Chopper.
Well, I suppose I could pretend this was me coming down the hill, but I don't think you'd believe me, would you?
No.
This is Eric Lee, one of the best skateboarders in the entire world, going only about 40 miles an hour, which is the legal speed limit. I'm getting out of the way. We'll be back.
Wow.
That does look like fun.
Yes. Well,
It
you wouldn't do it.
I would do that. I don't know if I'd make it all the way down, but I'd try. Wake up, Indiana.
Wake
It's
up.
Thursday, September 5th. Another cool start to your day with more 80s on the way.
Credit problems or just want free budget counseling. Call today. They're not for profit, just for you.
How's that morning commute moving so far today?
Coming up, we're going to check in with Keith, Chopper 8, look at traffic next on Daybreak. Hi, Dick.
Dick Wolfsie, I'm tangled up, but I'm holding the microphone. But fortunately, he's not tangled up, and he's going to be coming down in just a moment, so stay with us.
That area cleaned up for right now as you're planning on heading out. Watch out for some slowdowns eastbound 79th Street. Patty and Dave, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Dale's doing some nice camera work there, although it's not real pleasant to look at all of that.
Yeah.
But thank you, guys.
Dick Wolfsie's, he's going down the hill, but he's not going.
No, I'm not going. This is Eric Lee. Eric Lee, North Central High School graduate, about 20 years ago. 10 years ago, I should say. I made him older. Now going about 40 miles an hour. Actually, one of the best skateboarders in the country, has attained speeds close, listen to this, to 70 miles per hour. And while Eric makes his way back to us, I want to start running some video now to save time of Eric in action at one of the extreme games last year. And as you watch this, and as Eric walks back, he'll explain a little bit more about it. This is potentially a very dangerous sport at this level, but it's a wonderful sport for kids, and Eric will tell you that safety is a big issue. And Eric, as you come on back here, come tell us what we're watching here.
This right here is the 1998 X Games. It was in San Diego, going down Qualcomm Stadium Hill. That was me getting tossed right there. About 50 miles an hour is what I went down, fell about over 50 feet. Some of my friends, Sean Mallard and George Orton, go down there, ended up getting back up, and luckily I still came in third, believe it or not.
Amazing. Going about how fast there?
About 50 miles an hour.
50 on that one. Okay, but you can go up to 65 plus,
65
right?
plus, depending on the hill, right.
As we come out of this videotape, I want you to show everybody your hand. He wears a lot of protective equipment. Carl, take a shot of that. This is with your gloves on.
With the gloves
with
on,
the
right?
gloves
Yeah.
on.
Like to
Good
make the
man.
analogy, like if you're driving around 465 one time and you're going 50, 60 miles an hour, try jumping out of the car then. You know,
Okay,
same
but
thing.
on a level for most kids, this is a great sport. And you and I were talking. You're with an organization called
The Action Park Alliance.
And what's their mission?
Our mission is to build and to monitor skate parks and to use them as learning facilities, as opposed to building a skate park, put it in the middle of nowhere and letting the kids just run crazy. We like to put in different programming with teaching them how to do it, competitions, and then also giving them a job in the skateboard industry when they're, get a little older.
You and I were talking about the fact that for people sort of my age, they may see skateboarding as a fad or pop culture, but the truth of the matter is this is like so popular.
Well, it's one of the the largest growing sports in the world, according to the National Sporting Goods Association. And the last statistics we hear, there's about 2 million skateboarders than there are Little League baseball players.
Incredible. All right, we put up a phone number. You can get more information about the Action Alliance and all the great work that Eric is doing once again. Graduate of North Central High School and IU. Lawrence Central. Lawrence Central. Oh, man, I'm going to get killed. Lawrence Central and IU.
And IU.
Okay, back to you guys.
Wow, Lawrence Central, huh?
What did I say?
You said North Central.
Man, I'm going to have a whole high school running after.
Yeah, that's right. But you'll get them to play music or something,
Yeah,
Dick.
that's right. See you later.
Randy's here to tell you about the weather.
Hey, forecast today, another beautiful day. Sunshine around 86 degrees. Warm, the high of 86. Clear skies, comfortable tonight, low of 58. And tomorrow, more sunshine, warm temps again. Friday's high, 87.
Okay, thank you, Randy.
And Indiana Bank is getting bigger.
Find out which one and why. That's coming up at 7:25 on Daybreak.
Dick Wolfsie, just off of Millersville Road, we're going to meet one of the best skateboarders in the world right here from Indianapolis. Stay with us.
The next couple of hours. And here in the downtown area, traffic is moving well without any significant slowdowns. David, Patty, back to you.
Okay, well, that'll do it.
Yeah. Dick Wolfsie's managed to find a skateboarder who is not only great nationally, but he's right from Indiana.
You know, from the tapes we saw in the last segment, that's a traffic jam you don't want to be in. Remember that?
That's for sure.
Here comes Eric Lee, a graduate of Lawrence Central High School and IU, going only about 35 or 40 miles an hour. And he is one of the best skateboarders in the world. And when he comes back, we're going to show you that skateboard. And Dave and Patty, you might want to take a wild guess. What do you think that skateboard he paid for? What do you pay for that skateboard?
500 bucks.
Yeah. Dave, you know something? When I have a money question, you're the go-to guy. I just asked Dave what that skateboard was worth, and he nailed it. He said about 500. Is that right?
About 500 bucks.
Show us why it's worth 500 bucks.
It's got custom Randall speed trucks, Kryptonics wheels, and Powell Swiss bearings that are. The balls are actually made in Israel. It's a hybrid mix of ceramic that they use for NASA grade stuff.
Now this is bigger than the average skateboard kids would ride, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a 41-inch board. This is my pro model, the Eric Lee Torpedo, and it's because of the high speeds, which, to keep the board from shaking.
Terrific. Eric, I want to thank you for coming by. I know you feel strongly about skateboarding. We've had a couple of opportunities to talk about all the great work you do, and we appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, back to you guys. And Dave, I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to do that, but I couldn't, I couldn't find my wetsuit.
There you go.
That's right.
Thanks, Dick.
See you later.
Thanks.
A victim of an